Today's launch followed a spectacular SpaceX test flight Sunday, where the landing was more impressive than the blastoff.
Minutes after launching its uncrewed, super heavy Starship rocket, SpaceX returned its booster stage back to the launch pad in Boca Chica, Texas.
SpaceX's recent achievements in the space industry have stirred up huge concerns among its competitors. And with the recent support NASA has displayed towards Elon Musk and SpaceX, it has taken SpaceX levels above its other competitors throughout the coast of Europe. One thing is inevitable, and that is SpaceX might just completely revolutionize space as we know it. However, there have been some changes, especially after Starship Flight 5, and this has led to NASA making a huge decision on what could alter the future of SpaceX. Join us as we delve into details. SpaceX Starship Flight 5. On October 13, 2024, SpaceX by Elon Musk has just done the impossible, and it is getting everyone from around the world talking. Today, we will be looking at this historic landing, what it means for the Starship, and how it was able to align SpaceX with one of the largest bodies in space. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. SpaceX's first mid-air Starship catch is one of the ages. Being the first time that it happened, it kept viewers on their toes, seeing the massive behemoth make its way in and out of Earth's atmosphere on its first attempt. The launch was a success that even the FAA released a written re-evaluation of the programmatic environmental assessment for the Starship vehicle. It was an extensive 60-page report whereby the FAA granted SpaceX permission to repeat Flight 5 mission profile for up to 5 flights per year. With this, it is almost impossible not to witness another booster catch at the end of the year. It is pretty undeniable and fascinating that even in this day and age, what we just witnessed was nothing far from magic, with several prominent people expressing their sanguinity over Elon's recent milestone. We can say this might just be a start to a new revolution in the history of engineering as we know it. On the day the launch and catch took place, something incredible was revealed shortly after by the owner and CEO of SpaceX. Elon Musk said in a recent interview that the decision to attempt the catch was made within minutes of the Starship descending back into Earth's orbit. As the heavy space booster made its way back to Earth, the flight director had to decide in real time using manual controls whether to attempt the landing. This significant risk involved showed how much Elon trusted his inventions and also the minds behind this operation, because if we look at it, they aren't given that much credit in the end. Nonetheless, this quick decision to make the Mechazilla catch the giant space booster only showed the bravery that Elon exhibits, which everyone could muster. As the landing took place, it was notable that over a dozen engines fired in sequence from the inside to reduce the rocket's descent, as it was moving at incredibly sonic speed, and also ensure balance upon the catch. From the reactions of both viewers and the SpaceX team, it is undeniable that this is an incredible milestone that would be in the history of engineering books. But what if we told you this operation was almost canceled? Yes, you heard that. This incredible feat for the Starship Flight 5 was bound to not happen at some point, as the Federal Aviation Administration almost didn't want this to happen. There were huge concerns about the supersonic landing, which could affect surrounding areas, and this led the Federal Aviation Administration to delay the permit. However, SpaceX proved that this concern was unfounded, and with their recent success, the launch was able to take place. But that's not all. During the flight of Starship Flight 5, some noticeable issues remained evident. The only apparent problem of the B-12 was that the lower section near the engines caught fire. We are not sure exactly why it happened, as it wasn't discussed by any of the SpaceX crew nor. We might believe that the reason for this was perhaps due to the rocket's descent speed, and most likely an engine restart that wasn't synchronized, which caused the flames to blow back into the booster. Even after the booster was caught by the large chopstick arms, the fire continued for a while before gradually dying down, raising concerns in the mind of viewers as they questioned the rocket's quality and capability. In response to the spark of rumors surrounding Starship Flight 5, SpaceX owner and CEO, Elon Musk tweeted on X, addressing the notable concerns within the media and public. Some of the outer engine nozzles are a little warped from high heating and strong aero forces, easily fixable. But was that response the truth, or was it just some sort of media stunt to reduce concerns revolving around the Starship Flight 5? Well, in truth, the thing is that minor issues are expected to arise from the launch. After all, it was still a test, a successful one, but that doesn't mean that they are next to perfect. And of course, SpaceX would need to attempt this catch a few more times before finally concluding on the catch being completely successful. And if actually the fire was due to a major problem, we would have seen something ghastly occur. If there were a reason for concerns to be raised, perhaps NASA wouldn't have congratulated SpaceX, but they did, and also made a huge decision on SpaceX. Let us delve into details. NASA's decision on SpaceX. Starship is the largest and most powerful space carrier ever built. Its main purpose is to transport astronauts to the Moon and Mars, as it is evident that Elon Musk's very first objective was to see if Mars can be inhabited by humans. However, Elon's plan isn't just about the transportation. He has his objectives affixed on the objectives of the rockets being reused and returned to the launch pad within minutes of its return, allowing the vehicle to take off again once it has been refueled. Elon Musk's public announcement of his plans to design a reusable rocket led to SpaceX being closely monitored by some of the largest space agencies in the world, including NASA, the largest aerospace organization in the whole of the United States. This was why immediately after the launch, NASA made a public congratulations to SpaceX. NASA was the first of many to respond to SpaceX's spectacular success, and it might have seemed that NASA's reaction to SpaceX's historic mid-air Starship catch has led to a bit of controversy. The public and other space rivals of SpaceX are keen on the conclusion that NASA is becoming increasingly dependent on SpaceX, as this wasn't the first time the aerospace organization has shown admiration toward Elon Musk and his team. As Bill Nelson wrote on X, "Congratulations to Space C on its successful booster catch and fifth Starship flight test today. As we prepare to go back to the Moon under Artemis, continued testing will prepare us for the bold missions that lie ahead, including to the South Pole region of the Moon and then on to Mars." This congratulation was more of words of inspiration than just praise. These remarks by NASA have already kept SpaceX levels above its rival, because if the largest aerospace organization in the United States and possibly the world is drawn towards what you and your team do, what are the odd opposition could come close to you? Not only this, NASA might have just slightly hinted at the possibility of partnering with SpaceX on its ambitions to explore Mars. And with Elon's public response to Bill Nelson, it is clear that the two organizations have solid relationship. But that is not all with the Federal Aviation Authority's sudden approval of the launch license. It is undeniable that NASA is behind it. And there has to be a reason, which clearly is that NASA is relying heavily on SpaceX, as it seems that SpaceX is the most suitable company to help achieve NASA's goals and objectives, and might have completely sidelined Boeing Starliner, which NASA has hoped to be its second option. However, the speed at which SpaceX innovates and makes progress is second to none, and hence why other space organizational rivals are living in fear that SpaceX might just be the only option NASA desires. So what do you think about NASA's decision on SpaceX? Is it a good idea relying solely on one space organizations when they are others? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.